I think Amir was, for me, the most inspiring. It was really refreshing because a lot of people have been saying it was quite, quite harsh, quite negative what he was saying, do it or die. But for me, there was so much honesty in what he's saying. It's something that I think most of us are feeling about the industry, and we have, everyone has their apprehensions and things like that. And it was really nice to have someone, who's a lot of influence up there and just, speaking frankly, and then also a lot of optimism at the end, saying that, if you really want to, if you have the passion, you can try and change things. And it's important to make your mark and not feel that you have to fit into a certain box and be a certain person. So I think that was very inspiring. Also, another thing that I really, really enjoyed was the analogy of the salami, that don't let anyone cut your salami, because I think, it's in this industry we're so used to ideas getting chopped up everywhere, and I think once someone's chopped it once, it's going to just end up being chopped into millions of different pieces, and I think it's very important to defend your ideas, and it was really nice to have. I mean, it's kind of the stuff we know already, but it reinforces and gave it refreshed, I suppose, my ambition and love of the industry, yeah. The jury discussion is really interesting because after Amir's talk, when we had this kind of, we're talking about prizes and what's the worth of them and how we really feel, I was really intrigued to see what it was like, because obviously it's so subjective and things are decided quite quickly, and the debates that go on. It was very, very interesting. I mean, I think the thing I learned most about the jury discussions was that as long as the idea it has to have impact and be bigger than the initial thought. I think it's ideas that have been really pushed to the maximum and try and actually do something to help. I think those that really resonate with people. And the most important thing, I think that all these people have had so much experience and so interesting. At the end of the day, they are people, and they're making mistakes all the time, and they're learning from them. And just watching their reactions, that they react like that you're right. If something really hits home, then they're gonna reward it. But then there are also the negative side of watching the jury sessions, is you do see how it becomes sometimes quite snap judgments, or even that's the difference between a bronze or a gold or whatever can be very, very slight. And there's a lot of work that maybe in my opinion could have got more, but it's the aim of the game. It's a lot of luck as well, I think. There'll be lots of things that have changed my approach. I think just simple things like go around and talk to people a lot. We ended up staying at our desks. And another thing, I mean, I know I'm sitting down now, but there was a great speaker that said you always actually stand up, move around. Don't just kind of get lost in the day-to-day drudgery of things. Because we have a really fun job. We can be creative. We can be ourselves. We can get away with doing a lot of stuff. And I think I'm going to go back and try and challenge what I'm doing more. Really think that. And there was a great quote from Steve Jobs in Amir's presentation, where Steve Jobs is saying, this world is created by normal people that are not necessarily way more intelligent than you. So it's very important to go back and challenge what they're saying. And I think I'm definitely going to do that. And stir things up a little bit, which sometimes I don't feel I do enough.